Alright, this is Unit 1. In Unit 1, we're going to be having an introduction to Earth and Environmental Science. Before I begin, I'm going to review the lab safety rules that we discussed today in class. So the first and most important rule is to only use the lab when you are directed to do so by your teacher. Some days when you come in, there will be a lab set up. It may or may not be for you, so always wait for instructions from your teacher before you use the lab. Always wear safety goggles. Even if we're working with something as simple as water, you are expected to wear safety goggles. Report any accident to the teacher. Confine your long hair and loose clothing. You would not want to get your hair in a chemical or for your clothes or hair to be engulfed in flames. And never work with chemicals without checking the label. It's always important to know what you're using when you're working in the lab. Never taste anything. Place broken glass and disposables in the appropriate container. If you break something, don't be afraid to tell me. Don't try to hide it. It's very important that you let me know so that I can dispose of it in the appropriate container. And finally, be sure to always wash your hands before leaving the lab after completing an activity. So, what is earth science? Yesterday in class, I asked you guys to brainstorm what do you think about when you think about earth science. You guys gave me a lot of really good ideas. So, let's put a definition with that term. Earth science is pretty much the name for a group of sciences that deals with the study of Earth and its neighbors in space. When we talk about its neighbors in space, in this class we're going to be mostly focusing on the Earth, Moon, and Sun relationship. Earth science can be a very interesting science. It has a lot of practical applications. Some Earth scientists use their knowledge of the Earth to locate and develop energy and mineral resources, while others study the impacts of human activities on our environment and try to design different methods to protect our planet. Alright, the different branches of Earth science. So we have four main branches of Earth science. Those are geology, meteorology, oceanography, and astronomy. The first one is geology. This is the primary study of Earth. This is the study of the things that you think about when you think about Earth science. Geology pretty much studies the materials that make it up, as well as the processes that form and change those materials. So here we're going to be looking at the study of earthquakes. We're going to look at rocks, plate tectonics, volcanoes, and all of those physical aspects of our planet. And we have meteorology. Meteorology is the study of our atmosphere and processes that drive weather and climate. Meteorology is very practical because everyone is always concerned with the weather and everyone's always concerned with climate change. Then we have astronomy. Astronomy is the study of the universe, so we're going to be looking at objects past our Earth's atmosphere. So we're going to be thinking about the sun, the stars, the moon, and things of that nature. And then you have oceanography. Oceanography is the study of our oceans and water on Earth. So think about marine animals. Our oceans cover most of our planet and are very important sources for food and other commodities. So oceanography is the study of oceans. So if you look at all these root words, it'll pretty much show you or let you know what we're going to be studying in each branch. The area near Earth's surface is divided into four interconnected geospheres. Those are the lithosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and atmosphere. Scientists can classify life and material on or near the surface to be in any of these four spheres. The names for these four spheres were derived from the Greek words for stone, lithos, air, atmos, water, hydro, and life, which is bio. The first one we're going to talk about is the biosphere. The hydrosphere. The hydrosphere is composed of all the water on or near Earth's surface, so all the oceans, rivers, streams, lakes, and seas. While 71% of our planet is covered in water, 97% of that available water is salt water, and the other 3% is fresh water. We cannot drink all this water. Obviously, we can only drink fresh water, and of that 3%, even less of that is available for us to consume because a lot of our fresh water is frozen and stored in polar ice caps. Then we have our atmosphere. The atmosphere is the body of air that surrounds our planet. So this is where all weather and climate takes place, or mostly all weather takes place. And without our atmosphere, life on Earth would not be possible. Lithosphere. The lithosphere is a solid rocky crust that covers our planet. The crust is inorganic and composed of minerals. It covers the entire surface of the Earth, so everything from the top of Mount Everest to the very bottom of the deep Marianas Trench. And then finally we have the biosphere. So look at the word bio there. Bio means life. So the biosphere is going to be composed of all of the living organisms that are on our planet. So when we're looking at these 4 spheres, all 4 spheres can and often are present in a single location. For example, a piece of soil will of course have mineral matter from our lithosphere, but it can also have elements of the hydrosphere present. So for instance, if there's moisture in the soil. And the biosphere can also be present if there are insects and plants. And that same piece of soil that had those different pieces in it can also have a part of the atmosphere present in it by having small pockets of air between the soil pieces. So most of the time you're going to find all 4 of these spheres interconnected in one location. So that was a little bit about earth science. So what is environmental science? So when you think environmental science, you want to think about the study of how humans are using our resources, how humans are affecting our planet, and the impact that we're having on our planet. So what are we doing to protect our planet? What are we doing to harm our planet? Some of the things that we're going to deal with, we're going to talk about different resources that are available on Earth. So we know we have 2 different types of resources: renewable, things that we can get more of, and non-renewable, things that once they run out, they're going to be pretty much gone. We're also going to talk about human population growth and how it affects the availability of those resources, as well as some environmental problems that we are having here on Earth, such as pollution and global warming. And then we're going to look at some natural hazards that affect humans and also our planet, such as flooding, droughts, and earthquakes. So that's going to be it for the first part of Unit 1.